Hey, dude!
Yep, yep.
Huh? Yep. So, after that...
Oh. Yes. The wind is calm today. I don't detect the usual scent of the sea. I'm sorry about the other day. I think my heart is growing closer to that of a human. But because of that, I've realized something. The heart and body are inseparable. A human heart can only function properly within a human body. Have you ever come here alone with someone else before? Perhaps you gazed out at the view together and spoke quietly. Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I was just curious. What? But... I'm only shaped like a human, and besides, I'm a machine. Actually, I've been a little worried. At school, I am seen as a human girl. I was concerned that if I stayed too close to you, it could cause a misunderstanding. If that is the case, please tell me right away. I wouldn't want to prevent you from becoming closer to another person. The view from up here is beautiful. That must be why I sometimes see couples alone up here after school. They might be leaning against one another, or embracing. I never gave it a second thought before, but lately, it pains me to see them. I think I've come to realize that this is the kind of connection I can never have. As my heart grows more and more human, it only becomes clearer how much sets us apart. Just because my heart is developing doesn't mean I can actually become human. I've known this since the beginning. Yet... I'm sorry. I lost control of myself again. But I still care about you, and that won't ever change. No matter what happens. Even I find it strange. Why do I feel this way? Why are you so important to me? This is... love? Oh, so that's it. I finally understand. I have another wish. One just as important as my desire to live. But I know that this is something that I can never have. Let's go home.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter day seems stronger than it is during the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky, and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten so used to this view, but no two times is it ever exactly the same. You could say the same thing about one's day-to-day, and each life as well. The promised day is almost here. January 31st. Whenever I come up here, I get lost in my thoughts. I can't let it end like this. I want to protect it all. Thoughts like that. Since last time, I've tried thinking things through more rationally. I thought about that old lady and Mi-chan-san, and Kiyoshi-san as well. I wonder if Mi-chan-san was alone until the moment of her death, somewhere no one could find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end. To live means to be connected to other people, but life is finite. Farewells are unavoidable. It's sad to think about, but you and I will have to part one day as well. And then, I'll never be able to see you again. There are so many things in life I don't understand. It's filled with so much pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. And then they're gone, leaving you behind. Leaving you alone. When I think about that, I just can't hold back my feelings. But I understand now. That's just how it is. No two views are alike. No 2 days are the same. It's natural for everything to disappear, re-emerge, and constantly change. Life is both short and finite. That's what makes it so invaluable, and why one feels that it must be cherished. When you think about it, it's a miracle that two given people are able to ever meet in this chaotic flow of time and space. I believe that's why we find happiness in forging bonds and relationships with others. And it might be the true joy of being alive. It can be sad, but at the same time so warm. Beautiful because it is destined to end. And that's why I mustn't hesitate any longer. I need to tell you, even if this wish of mine is to never come true, I still want to tell you my true feelings. I love you. I know I'm a machine. I know that I cannot truly touch you as a human. But I can't help it. All I can see or think about is you. I love you so much that I feel like I'm going to break down somehow. Yes, I expected as much. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything to say. Perhaps something really has broken inside of me. I thought being able to tell you my feelings would have been enough for me, but it's only made me want to be with you more. I'm hopeless, aren't I? Thank you. I'm I'm grateful that you gave me a straight answer, and that you treated me like a human being. It's painful, but now I feel like I can move on without regrets. Oh, shall we head back? And if you don't mind, I'd like to be as we always have, as a friend by your side.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
Hey!
All right. My thumb's getting a little greener every day, don't you think? For an amateur vegetable patch, it's really coming along. All that back-breaking work was worth it. Listen, you hear that? That's the sound of our precious little veggies cheering us on. Right? They're kind of growing on me. This might actually be my calling. Maybe I should just ride this wave and start a farm or something. It's really cool how well they respond if you take care of them right. It's one of those times where you see the fruits of your labor after lots of slow, steady work. I never followed through on anything, and even I pulled it off. That counts for something, right? I thought I was the one raising them. Maybe they were raising me all along. Wait, did real, actual wisdom just come out of me? Holy crap, I grew up more than I thought. We owe a lot to our nutritious little veggie babies. Who am I kidding? Our veggie mentors. Well, whatever we do in life, we can't expect to hit a home run on the first swing. We gotta stay on our toes and wait for the perfect chance to strike. And when that time comes, knock it out of the park. That's how the real sluggers do it. A valuable lesson straight from our vegetable teachers. Don't go forgetting it, you hear? Maybe I'm finally figuring this whole life thing out, huh? You know, I think I'll write a book. I could call it something like Life's a Vegetable Garden, the Junpei Iori story. Selling books and vegetables? Ooh, we're gonna be rolling in dough. Man, am I a genius or what? All right, enough dreaming. Let's get a little bit more work done. Woo! We did a heck of a job. See you later, my darling veggies. I'll be back again when I'm free. Well, let's call it a night. Hit me up again when you have some time.
I see you're back.
You know what? Yep. Attention, please. Thank you.
Let's begin, shall we? I'm not going to say much, though. In the end, it's your decision. All right, first question. After you graduate, are you planning on going to college or getting a job? I see. Well, if you've already thought about it and made your choice, then there's nothing else for me to say. What's most important is that the decision is yours, and yours alone. If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later. And then, you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But, to be honest, I'm not that worried about you. You've really matured over this last year. In fact, you've changed so much, I almost don't even recognize you. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most? I see. Well, whatever the reason, you should be proud of the young man you've become. That's all for now. I hope you have a successful third year. Let's see, who's next? Ah, Aigis-san. Would you mind letting her know? Thank you.
Oh, the next one up for career consultation? That'd be Aigis-san. She was just here a second ago, but I guess she went out.
Maybe she's on the roof? Seen her go up there alone every now and then. Sure. Good luck. So, do you think she's gonna go to college or get a job? She's full of mysteries, isn't she?
She's changed recently, though, don't you think? Like her expressions and stuff.
Again with that? You ever gonna stop thinking about hitting on girls?
I don't mean it like that. All I'm saying is...
Oh, I'm sorry I went off on my own. After New Year's, when I had time to gather my thoughts, I realized something. When I fought Ryoji-kun that night, I got really scared when my consciousness began to fade. But that wasn't all. I was also confused and ashamed when I realized I couldn't defeat him. But I couldn't defeat him 10 years ago either, and I didn't have those feelings then. I really have changed. I've been thinking a lot about this change that's occurred in me. In the past, if I didn't understand something, I would just ask someone to explain it to me. But ever since I decided to live for myself, no one's been able to answer the questions I've been facing. But there's one thing that I do understand. The reason why I wanted to be close to you was so I could monitor death. But even though death is gone now, I still want to be by your side. I still don't know what it means to live yet, but I want to learn the answer. And I think I can if I'm with you. So please, please, take me with you. I may not be strong enough, but I'll fight with everything I have. Please. Thank you.
Oh, hi. So, I tried putting my thoughts in order. I was so confused last time. I couldn't find the right words. I've said before, but I have a bad habit of thinking negatively. Like, when I have a difficult time deciding on something. And no one knows what the future holds. No matter how much you prepare, you can never really be sure what'll happen. So in situations like that, I think the most important thing you can do is believe. You have to think positively and trust that the future will smile upon you. The thing is, I'm not sure I can do that. I don't understand how it comes so naturally to everyone else. How are you able to tell yourself that things will work out in the end? Oh, I see. You really are strong. I think I really admire that part of you. So, the reason I've been relying on you isn't just because you're our leader. It's because you're you. It needs to be you. You know, sometimes I think to myself, once I learn how to cook and I've paid you back for your help, will that be the end of us spending time together like this? Thank you. But I'm sure there are lots of other people who depend on you, right? I can't get in the way of that. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so depressed. Oh, look at the time. We should start heading back. Hey, do you mind if we'd make a small detour? I want to buy some ingredients. I think I'll tackle making Koro-chan's dinner today. Welcome back. No! What? So, Thank you very much. Could you come a little closer? Ah, right there. That should be good. Okay, here goes. Cheese? Oh, good. It came out nicely this time. I wasn't here when everyone took pictures last time. I've wanted to get one with you since. Technically, I could just capture video data through my eyes, but in that situation, I wouldn't be able to appear in the picture myself. Oh, I know it's a little late to be asking this, but do you like taking photos? Ah, what a relief. In that case, we should get a silly one next time. I think photographs are a truly amazing invention. They allow us to preserve a single moment in the endless flow of time. This technology was born from a desire to preserve the experiences that are precious to us. Until recently, I was sad about the fact that I am a machine, that I'm so different from other people. But after telling you my feelings, I realized something. There is one thing only a machine with a human heart can do, that only I can do. No matter how clear our photos and records are, they can't preserve our feelings. Data and memories aren't the same thing. Emotions can't be captured by a photograph. They can only continue to exist in our memories. But we'll all have to say goodbye eventually. And someday,
our memories will fade. But I'm different. I'm going to keep my memories of everyone alive. Your experiences and feelings will continue to live on inside of me. I will never forget, even if you all change, or if time ends up pulling us apart. Oh, yes. Will you take this? That's one of my parts that had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge. I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I kept it hidden until recently, because it reminded me that I'm just a machine. But not anymore. Now, it's a symbol to show that I'll always remember you. This is the proof of my resolve, and I want you to have it. I want you to know that as long as I'm here, I will never leave you. No matter how or when your life comes to an end. At that moment, I will be by your side. Everything that makes you who you are will live on in my memories. I am your friend, but I am also the machine that will keep your memory alive. Because this is something only I can do.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Aeon Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Aeon within thyself.
Oh, hey, you two. We're home.
Oh, welcome back. Were you hanging out together?
We ran into each other at the station, and well, I would have felt bad just leaving Junpei behind there.
Uh-huh. You're just so thoughtful, aren't you?
So, what were you and Igus up to?
A picture? Why? Oh, yeah! Hai-chan wasn't there last time!
Oh, that's right. Why don't we all take a photo together since we're here?
Ooh, check it out! We got all the second years here! Alright, I'm in. Let's do it.
Sure, but who's gonna take it? I don't think we can fit all 5 of us. Well, I guess we could just take turns.
Okay. I'll take the first shot. Where does everyone want to stand?
Oh.
I see you're back.
Everyone, listen up. Yep, exactly.
Hello there. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time to help me. Did you know that if you want a space to do street fundraising, you have to send the application 2 months in advance? I wonder if this is going to be enough flyers. Yes, it is. But this is what I signed up for. The student council president mentioned the street fundraiser before, and now that it's almost here, I asked to be in charge of it. Ever since that business with Mr. Takenozuka got resolved, I felt more confident. Or maybe proactive is the better word. I can even talk to the boys in my class now, too. Well, a little. Anyways, running this fundraiser is just the beginning. From now on, I'm not going to be afraid of trying new things. Oh, but, I'd appreciate it if you could still help me every now and then, just like today. Yes, thank you. Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember that illustration collection I found at the bookstore? Apparently, someone ended up buying it. I checked the other day and it wasn't there anymore. But for some reason, I'm not sad about it. As long as whoever bought it is happy, then I'm happy too. I'd like you to have this. It's a collection of manga short stories by the same artist. I bought it a long time ago, and I read it so many times that I've practically memorized it. I'd like this book to be read by all sorts of people too, just like that illustration collection. I'm sure that's much better than me just keeping it for myself. Could I ask that you be the first of those many readers? When you finish reading it, please pass it on to someone else. Maybe it would be a good idea to hand it off at the bookstore. It's not in print anymore, so you'll never see it in new releases. Thank you. I'm so lucky to have met you. That book couldn't be in better hands.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Justice Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the justice within thyself.
There she is! Fushimi-san!
Are we interrupting?
No, not at all. Did you need something?
Well, the student council led a street fundraiser a while back, and they asked for regular students to participate, right? We were curious about maybe learning more. Did you have any information on that?
Of course, I can help with that. Oh, thank you again for helping me today, Senpai. I'm sorry I ended up taking so much of your time. I'll handle the rest by myself. I can do this on my own. It's just a little bit of talking. If the timing is convenient though, let's walk home together again sometime. Okay, go ahead and fill out your name and class on this form. Now, as far as what you should expect on the day of...
Welcome back.
now... So, please don't laugh at this, okay? The other day, I let Yukari-chan try a new dish I made. She liked it so much, she ended up eating it all. So I told her it was meant to return the favor for what everyone's done for me. But she got really confused and asked me what favor this was about. It didn't seem like she had any idea what I was talking about, so I told her the whole story. And when I finished, she burst out laughing. She told me I didn't need to do anything like that. She said, when you're friends, you don't keep score. I'd been so negative this whole time. I felt like I needed to be useful to belong here. Even though that wasn't true at all. It was just what I was telling myself. I was being blinded by my fear. But understanding this made me realize what I really wanted to do. I've been going on about wanting to repay everyone for what they've done for me, but the real reason is a lot more simple. So, will you hear me out? Normally, I'd ask your opinion on how best to do something like this, but... I want you by my side. I want to be together with you, forever. I hope you understood what I meant just now. Thank you. You know, as long as I'm with you and everyone else at the dorm, then I feel like I'll be okay, no matter what happens. I know our bonds can't be torn apart. I wouldn't have been able to think like this if you hadn't been there to help me with my terrible cooking. So thank you for everything. I won't dwell on having to repay everyone anymore. But I think I'm going to stick with cooking for a bit longer. And this time, not to maintain my relationship with anyone, but because I want to do it for myself. So, if it's all right with you, do you think you could still help me with my cooking sometime? I know it might not always go well, and sometimes it might feel like I'm imposing on you. But I think it'd be fun to cook with friends. Yes! Thank you! I figured it would be best to choose something that's fun to do with others. I can't wait! Oh, I need to get going. I have to go shopping for cookbooks. Let me know if you think of anything too, okay? I'll see you later.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
Clothes shopping? With me?
Keep your voice down.
Sure. Let's go together next time, Mitsuru-senpai.
Go right, Fuka. Gotta go around from the right.
Okay. Huh?
No, that's left. Oh, wait, that's right for you. Huh. Whatever. Why don't you just climb to the top of the jungle gym?
What? I'm not going down the slide head first. My clothes will get all dirty.
When I was your age, we used to compete over who could slide down in the funniest way.
Funniest? Like what? You don't have to take your shirt off. It's fine.
Shake. Is shake the command given to request paws on one's head? I comprehend.
Good day. Are you accepting a request? I've been waiting for you. So, this is your current domicile, the student dormitory. So this is your room. I've never seen many of these items before. If I might be permitted to ask, when I made the request to visit your room, did it make you a little suspicious? In truth, there is something I wanted to tell you. During my forays into your world, I encountered a great many things. Every single one of our outings is a treasured memory, each one a polished, glittering gem. Walking around the crowded Port Island streets, sampling the local cuisine, idling the hours away at the shrine, even visiting your school for a day. And I came to a realization. I had been subconsciously requesting to visit locations that were more and more central to your life. And today, I endeavored to visit the one place in your world where I could learn the most about you. That is the reason as to why I requested to visit your room. If I may be so bold, do you recall the day you gave me a tour of your school? There was a moment where I mentioned that I felt very fulfilled when I touched you. It was the first time I'd ever felt that way. I thought to myself, why did I feel so fulfilled? But after coming all the way here, I finally found my answer. I believe it's because I had the chance to walk in your shoes. Those of us who reside in the Velvet Room wait with great anticipation for our guests. Their arrival is our only link to the outside world and gives us a reason for being. When I'm together with you, I can have that all for myself. Let me put it more plainly. I'm rather naive to the ways of your world, and there must have been many times when I behaved quite strangely. However, even I understand the significance of inviting a gentleman into his own room. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to guide me through it. Thank you. I feel as if I've become an entirely different person compared to when I first set foot in your world. If I stay on this side any longer, I fear I will forget my duties entirely. But I understand that wouldn't be ideal for you. That is why I am drawing the line. No more visits here. I shall remain on my side. Thank you very much for acting as a guide on my journey of discovery. I am truly grateful. Now then, though the sorrow may be sweet, let us part. Are you accepting a request? Let's hear the results. I'm looking forward to it. Of course. You have my thanks. Marvelous. By all means. Very well, then.
Oh, hi! Okay, I think that does it for the gyoza filling. I thought it might be nice to add some textures, so I made sure there's plenty of vegetables mixed in. I'm a little worried, but I wanted to give it a try. We went by the book for the seasoning, so it shouldn't turn out too different. Next, we have to put the filling in the wrappers. But... where is she?
Sorry I'm late. It was a long day of practice. Oh, have you gotten pretty far already?
Welcome back! We were just starting on the wrappers. I invited Yukari-chan to join us. We were talking about cooking the other day, and she seemed really interested.
I mean, you almost never invite me to something like this, Fuka. So I was happy when you did. Have you changed recently, or is it just me?
Have I? In what way?
You just seem more at ease now. Or maybe it's more confidence. Don't you think so? Yeah, see? That's what I thought.
Really? Well, I'm glad if that's the case. He's been helping me a lot recently, and been really supportive of me. So I think maybe that's why.
Wow! I guess that's our leader for you. Junpei ought to take some notes.
Well, everyone has their own strengths. And I'm sure Junpei-kun has plenty of things he's good at, too.
Yeah, I know. Not that I'd ever say that to his face, though, and go straight to his head.
Oh, the gyoza wrappers are going to dry out. Let's start wrapping, shall we? Wow, it's so good! How are yours, Yukari-chan?
The flavor and texture are perfect. I think this is the best gyoza I've ever had.
There's plenty more white rice if you want to.
Oh, I would, but... Sorry, I actually gotta get going. I've gotta clean my archery uniform before tomorrow. Oh, you can leave my dishes. I'll clean them when I get back.
You don't have to worry about that. Besides, we'll save on water if we do them all at once.
Sorry about this. I'll make sure I can stick around till the end next time, but thanks for having me.
Did you notice she said next time? I was a little nervous at first, but I'm glad I challenged myself. Oh, that reminds me. I have something I wanted to give you. You're always listening to music, so I thought you might like these. And I think you were a fan of this design, so I tried to match it. Remember how I told you I was pretty good with machines? Well, how are they? Pretty cool, right? Just kidding. Actually, I've decided I want to become more accepting of myself. I want to be able to say I'm proud of who I am. And I think this is the first step to reaching that goal. I'm going to be more confident in the things I'm good at. I hope you're happy with them.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the High Priestess Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the High Priestess within thyself.
To give up on cooking either. I'll embrace the things I'm good at, but also find more things I can do. I'm going to change, one step at a time. Oh, if there's anything you decide you want to try doing, just let me know. I'll always be here to help. There.